Hi there and welcome to Pro Chef Academy. It's John Crow. So something a little bit different. You can see I'm not in uniform today. So what I'm going to do is I'm down home in my home county of Tipperary. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to visit one of my neighbours. I come from a farm and I'm going to visit a dairy farm, a working dairy farm, just to show you how milk is made, where it comes from, and just to show you the process of how a modern farm works. So join me for this video and we'll check it out right now. So you can see here we've arrived at the farm, and the first thing we're going to see here is the bulk tank. This bulk tank holds about 6,000 litres, and it also cools the milk and as it holds the milk. You can also see there that it will also self-clean. You can also see there that I'm just identifying there the little piece of equipment there that's used to feed calves there, suckler calves. So this is all computerized, it self-cleans, it holds about 6,000 litres, and then the bulk tanks are able to come once a day to collect the milk. We're now going to go from here into the milking parlour itself. On the way here you can see one of the heifers. So these are all new heifers. It's our first calf that they've had. They're all tagged, as you can see. They're all electronically tagged. They all have an individual number which has been programmed into the computer as well. And it holds vital pieces of information about the animal. As you can see, the cow has just come in here, and the first thing you can see is this machine will generally be able to milk about 75 cows. One of these machines on its own, so you can multiply it out if you have bigger numbers of cows and stuff like that as well. Now, if we look at this as well, you can see here that the first thing it's going to do is identifies that there's a cow in place. The cow, once it comes in, obviously the gate closes behind it. It is fed then a measured amount of feed there that's going to keep it entertained or quiet while it's being milked. You can see there, like I said, this is their first calf that they've had. These are Friesians here. But you can see how quiet they are. They're not phased there by the machinery at all. So you can see the first thing that the machine is going to do is it is going to clean the teats there before this the sucking machine comes on there to start to milk the cow. So this is all done via lasers there. As you can see there, it's just cleaning, and it disinfects and cleans the teeth. So to make sure there's no dirt on the teats there before the milk in process starts. You can see we have the computer here, and what this does, it shows the number of the cow, it shows how long it has been milking, how long it should take. It shows then how much milk is being derived then from the 4 different teats, and where it is going. Is it going into the tank, or is it being siphoned off and held because of some reason? Maybe it has mastitis or whatever the case may be. It also takes the temperature of the cow, and a lot of vital information there is recorded here for the farmer. It'll also tell then if something has happened, if there's been a malfunction and the cow hasn't milked and has been let out. And that cow won't be let out then out of the paddock until it has been milked. You can see there, like I said, there is some values coming in there already then. And it will also record and be able to give you data down the road. So you can check how much on average the cow is milking, how much you're getting from that cow. And lots of information there that is really valuable to the farmer. Again, a lot of back-breaking work has been taken out of the process. All of this would have been done by hand. Here you can see the cow is now clean. The brushes are removed, and you can see there's a laser involved there so that it will position the teats, and straight up suction starts and the milking will start immediately there. So if you can visualize or understand that all of this would have been done by hand before all of this modernization and the use of equipment like this. So there was a risk then, obviously, of you, a farmer, possibly getting injured, getting a cow used to this, and training the cow. As you can see here, we've opened the panel there on the front of the computer just to show the milk being drawn into the container here, and then from then it is able to control to where it is sent. This is just an outside view then of the paddock. And the system of gates then that allows the cows in, and holding area, and all these gates are computerized, and again will read the tag on the cow, and the cow will not be let out. And you can see it'll feed 2 different ways then, coming in gates open one way, and it's very, very straightforward, and not a lot of space is required to hold animals. And it is, again, nobody is required to go and bring the animals in. The animals come in themselves. Again, they are lured in there because of pasture, so they're held in 3 different paddocks, so they have some grass to graze. And then they know, then once they come in and once they are milked, then that they will also be let out into a 3rd paddock there where there's some fresh green grass. So that is the draw that brings the animals in order to be fed. This is just a view then, just looking at the 3 paddocks then. So you can see they're in the left hand paddock, and then they will come up along the path there. They will come in, they will be milked, and once they're milked, then they will go down and be allowed into the grazing paddock, which is down on the right. You can see here there's also a section here, and this is if there's any issues with the milk, if the cow has mastitis, or if the cow has just had a calf and for the first couple of days the milk is held and given to the calf. Just took a little shot of this. This is the older version of a milk and parlour. This is just a small section here that they just showed us here. So obviously the farmer would have been underneath. You would have had to employ that milking system yourself, where you had to be underneath the cow, and all the milking had to be done by hand, by inserting the tits onto the cow. You can see there the cow has just been finished milk. It's allowed out through the gated system, and then that cow then will be allowed then to leave the paddock, leave this area now and reach the paddock there with the fresh grazing grass. There's just a view of some animals in the in a shed, and you can see there they're all happy and they are allowed to feed on the silage there. And there's a slatted house then, just where you would generally keep the animals in winter and stuff like that. Okay, so that was our video today on the farm. I hope you really enjoyed it. It's something different. It's not a cooking video here today, as you can see. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give me a like, subscribe and share, as it really helps the channel. Like I said there, for those of you who never had the opportunity to visit a real farm, you've just seen there a snapshot of how the milk is collected and the process in doing it. So this is John Crow from Pro Chef Academy signing off for today, and we'll see you very soon again. Bye bye for now.